Sean Barney Barron from Santa Cruz, California. Will bust big anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, like, this feels like they wanted it to be like Michael Buffer. In this corner, Sean Barney Barron. Let's get ready to surf. I don't know. What am I doing here?
Most flowing surfers on the planet, Rat Boy from Santa Cruz.
Rat Boy.
From San Clemente, California, let's hear it for Christian Fletcher!
Oh my god! It literally did it! Not interested. That was fucking stupid. God. Great. Hey, excuse me, sir. Okay. Okay. Dude. Oh, man. I'm half expecting him to just suddenly slap himself on the forehead. Yep. Well, anyway, I called that shit. I don't know how she got airborne right there, but okay. She just ended up airborne again.
Wow.
Miller, did you miss me? Not bad. A latched remembering.
I knew you would appreciate it.
I'm here to get my memory back.
Everything's here. You only need to look.
Your little games don't scare me, madame.
In time, little one. In time.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, fuck off, dude. custom playlists. Really? Yeah, that's fair. What? What? I wasn't in though. I was out. I did the there. This is stupid. Yo, but it fucking worked. You know, there's no reason that that should have worked, right? Ah! Your timing on that comment could not have been better. Man. Yeah, get out of here. Alright. The headphones have arrived. I got 2 pair. The general plan at this point is when one goes bad, I'm going to replace that one. I had no idea that you could just be tits out in this game. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so the audio is quite low. I want to fix that first. Here, let's... Alright, actually... Nah, we're probably fine. Anyway, so I have a few things that I want to get done, and then we will switch to probably Neo 2 for a bit. I want to get back to the point to where I'm doing, like, 3 games or more a night. That's, like, honestly, that's where all the fun is, I think. Man, there's that audio quality that I was missing. Okay, we're starting to get overrun right there. I actually need a lot of copper. Ah, shit. Alright, well I shouldn't have did that. I'll deal with all I don't even know why I'm doing that. Because I don't plan on returning to this tonight after I explore a few things, yeah, let's do a 16-hour... Because, yeah, I plan to do a few things and then get out of here. Five, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? Oh. I don't normally deploy these in this order, so things are not where I typically expect them to be. Alright, inventory and I guess flowers time. Hopefully by the end of that it will no longer be daytime. I also need a hell of a lot of stone, so let's go ahead and womp on the stuff that's on the way in. That was a nice, chunky loss of frames. That crude topaz is going straight into a grinder. Book. Like, admittedly, like, I'm well aware that every time that I get into, like, every time that I think, oh, I'm just gonna do this short thing, it won't take long. It fucking does. Nothing in this game is fast, I know. I gotta put away a bunch of shit before I start interacting with that. I don't think I've put the crystals in here, so yeah, it's just like collecting a bunch of schematics, which is fine. Once I'm ready to fuck around with the good shit, I'll get in there again. Considering how long this row is, that feels like it is objectively the fastest way to do this now. Especially since the method of it basically makes it such that by the time it's returned to me, it's pretty much time to do the next one. Okay. 4, 6, 8, 10. It's nighttime, which means I should be getting to it. So what did I say? 10? 10 appears to be correct. I'm just like skimming my inventory one last time. Yeah. Nope. 12. 1. If it'll place it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Blah blah, no lady. Who fucking asked you? You know what I'm saying? I have a new gun. I don't like it as much as the old gun. It feels like it's better in one-on-one scenarios, but it feels like it's infinitely worse in groups. And we're about to see that in practice. See, normally, the vast majority of these small boys would be gone already, because I would have just obliterated the room with chain lightning. Now, longevity-wise, the scenario is better, but the for DPS, it's not. And the reason for all of that is that the chain lightning really, really, really does. It just shreds fucking groups. It just annihilates them. Which is great. I love it a bunch. Having said that, the gun that I have now does condemn. And that's... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't check the flowers. The condemn effect is nice. It helps me produce more skellies, which could be made considerably better than it currently is, but I don't have the gems on my skills that really get over the hump. Oh, whoops. I think, like, it's not going to be terribly long until I start getting those kinds of gems, though. Plus, with the way that I'm doing my inventory right now, I imagine it won't be terribly long until I just have what is necessary. I wonder if I can make a second set of, like, if I have, like, I have another castle, so can I make more tombs in the other castle downstairs? I haven't got a reason to think that you can't do that. What an intense track, y'all. I'm kind of wondering if I were to put another advanced loom right here, if it would make it really difficult to reach these, but at the same time, the ones that I have already are, like, very often not doing much. So I'm not sure that it would be Like, I mean, for organization purposes, I think it would be useful, but it would probably also just be a huge waste. What's going on with this guy? We'll fuck with that a little bit more later. Anyways, I want to go do something that I've been trying, that like I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I feel like there is a very high chance that I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna do this, and it's not gonna matter one fucking bit. Actually, hold on. I see a wolf. That's not what I wanted at all. Anyways, transforming into a bat takes a while for some reason. Anyways, so far as I know, this is an area that you start the game in. But then after you leave it, you just can't go back through normal means. Why? Like, even more curiously, in my opinion, probably one of the most curious things about these areas is that, like, this is the one I started in. This was the very beginning of the game for me. But for some reason, it didn't keep the map mapped. And I don't know why it did that. That feels like a weird choice. Back to where it all began. I wonder if there's like a reason to get to the top of this area. No. Looks like it looks very much like that's a no. So at this point, I guess I'm just mapping this shit out, and I'm okay with that. Interesting how many rats are just hanging out in these places. Right, I definitely need... I like, more than anything, I need stone and copper. I realize that doesn't at all sound like an end-game shopping list, but here we are. I think it's a bit weird that you can open, like, certain coffins, but not that tomb right there? Like, why? Anyways, there's one also on the other side of the map. So I just want to go explore that real quick. There's certain, like, areas of the map that it's just like, no. Now imagine if I miscalculated the shit out of this and the sun were to rise right now. I'll be there in time, it's fine. What? Now, see, I've never been to this one, but I imagine it's more of the same. I was like genuinely not sure if sunlight can get in here at all. It looks like it can. Yes. It looks like I'm in sunlight right now. But yeah, why can't I gain items from that? I don't... Like, this, yes. Building, no. It's worth noting that the area that we're in right now, like, you would typically be here with just your bare hands, no weapons. And I haven't the foggiest if it's possible to find a weapon off of one of these nerds. I gotta say though, the whole bat thing, I do just in general love the... I'm just gonna traverse the map now. Kinda hard not to love that. But yeah, so like I was just farming blood crystal when for some fucking reason the boss in the center of that area just decided that they knew exactly where I was and chased me down. And since they kept on teleporting towards me, I couldn't really not engage with it, so I just dealt with it. I gotta say, all the times that I passed through there and felt like, yeah, this area is dangerous, I don't want to fuck with that. And then, first try, that was really surprising. Didn't expect that shit at all. So, the kinds of things that I need right now, I could still use more hide. I don't really need bone nearly as much as I used to, so I'm not gonna go through the graveyard this time. You know, I'm just gonna wander around, fuck it. Oh wow, that somehow didn't hit you. I don't know about anybody else, but I haven't got any desire whatsoever to chew on a spider. Oh, forever. For a second I was like, bro, I don't remember this track in any of these. Oh, that's not the gun at all. I really dislike it when I forget what weapon I've got out, and then I do a weapon skill from the incorrect weapon. If they didn't share cooldowns, I wouldn't give a shit. I don't know where the wolves went, bruh. Oh, hey. Convenient. It's real weird to be suddenly in a position where I need more copper again, but it's the easiest way to get lots of, whetstones, I think, is what it is? Flintstones? No, whatever, it doesn't matter, I need to make more of them. I haven't really got a reason to fuck with you, bro. Thanks for doing that part of the job for me, Aspoos. Here soon we're going to be entering that part of the year, I think, where I'm going to need to get the air conditioning going. It is fairly toasty in here. Oh, hi. Oh no, not a wolf. I don't see any goddamn wolves. What? What a shit wolf den. What am I next to? I don't need any of that shit. Dungeon of the Endless has such good music.
I feel stronger.
Yeah, whetstones. I mean, fuck it. We'll go over there. Why not? How much? Yeah, I've got space. I do find it funny that, like, here lately, the number one way that I end up taking down bosses now is I've not been over here. Oh, look, a boss. Kills the boss. Is this the whetstone tent? The fact that that like little wiener attack is still good enough to incapacitate me is just so annoying. Is this just paper? Yeah. We'll take the fish. Actually. Get that copper going. Oh no, I've got rats to put away. I've got 4 more seeds. Let's get that shit sorted. Yeah, the gobies are really the only ones that I keep. What was that? Copper. Now see, I know, like, far and away the best place to get heaps of copper and sulfur is here. And by the time I'm done, it should be nighttime hours again. And then I'll be able to fly out. Wow. Y'all have much bigger issues to deal with than me. I'm just in here to take your resources. So deeply rude. I mean, it's always interesting, like, in any, like, game that has, like, combat between, like, player and enemies. There's, like, different moves to learn, different amounts of attack power, etc., etc. It's always interesting to go from a point... There's, like, once upon a time, these dudes made me nervous. Now... fucking wieners, let's just crush them. Okay, you know what? Quit pissing me off, dude. We're almost full up on mutant grease, which means that at that point I'm just gonna be, like, crafting with that shit mercilessly. And, like, that's the whole reason that I decided I wanted to put, like, a whole box of every material aside. Like, the goal is to make it where I can just indiscriminately, like, oh, it's overflow, craft with that shit. I love it when my enemies make the mistake of focusing on the skeletons. But see, yeah, like, it's kind of annoying, because, like, when these headphones came in, I was like, alright, cool. I can finally do some God Hand streams again, but instead, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it not so goddamn hot in here, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. I have done the trying to play God Hand while I'm sweating a lot. And, yeah, that's a very fast road to extremely pissed off. Oh, whoops, that's not my hammer. Or mace? I don't know what this game wants to consider these. I think at one point one of these was genuinely a hammer, but I could be completely wrong. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's nighttime hours now, so all I would have to do is just fly out of here with this. I really don't like how many cooldowns share each other's cooldowns. It's like that right there, right? Because I'm using that entirely to break things, not for combat. So like when I do that and I slam down for some minerals, and then it's like, okay, well now I'd quite like to just actually use some combat, and it's like, nah, you can't do that. That's in cooldown. This shit is weak. Like, if they served a similar purpose, then it would make sense to me. But they don't. Boy, you guys just like not even noticing that something's wrong in here is next level. Alright, I know that there's like a bandit, like, copper mine somewhere, I just don't know where it is. Yeah. You know what? That's overkill. I mean, I'll end up going across where home is anyway, so I'll go ahead and dump everything there. At some point, I was given the impression, and I don't remember, like, maybe I read it somewhere. I was under the impression that you could not use the bat form if you were holding resources. And I am extremely glad to find out that that is not the case. I think it's silly that you can't transform and pick up items at the same time, though. It's like if you hit the, well, X button in my case, but the A button, then it stops you from transforming. It's silly. genuinely surprised. That means it's officially time to start crafting those into other stuff. But no, yeah, it means it's officially time to start crafting those into the bigger ones, the biggest of the big. What? Do I have extra paper in here? I don't. That's officially done, though. Alright. I think that there's a relatively high chance. I don't think I have anything in there to begin with, so we'll go ahead and throw that on there. But I think that there's a relatively high chance that we're going to need to make more of these. I could see putting one right here, except I think that this would block it. You know what, now that I think of it, it probably would be absolutely horrifying to try to play Neo 2 in this heat as well. We don't, like, we've got 2 AC units, and I thankfully have, like, some really good audio filters to make sure that the microphone doesn't pick up the vast majority of that noise pollution, because yeah, no, it would be bad. It would be really fucking bad. Did you hit the thing? But, yeah, it's just the limitations of, like, the space that we have. It's gonna be difficult to figure out exactly how we want to put that situation together. Like, I've got ideas, but I don't like it. You know, I had said before that, like, there was a really good chance that during the warm months I wouldn't really be able to use my DDR pad at all, but if I could get it set up right there, facing... maybe. I just say that, like, I think that the part of it that's the most infuriating, though, is that I was very much looking forward to lower electric bills, you know? And the part about that that's genuinely frustrating is that the last place that we lived, our electric bills were, like, they would cap out in the, like, 60 to 80 range. Here, it's like, thank God, it's not 200. Oh God, controller, please. I think it's a much older building, and it's well, almost certainly less effectively put together. Low efficiency. But like, it's interesting, every time that we move, there's almost always something that we miss about the previous location. There's almost always, like we preferred how it felt in one place, or like, you know, like, particularly in the last place that we lived, the electric bills being lower. And we were right on top of the trail. Here, I'm not, like, super far from the trail, but I'm not nearly as close as I would have liked to be. May as well get in here and get some of this done. See, yeah, dude, like, when I had the electric shot on this gun, I would come in here, I would cast a couple of things, I would do my rapid fire, and pretty much the whole group would just get annihilated. Like, all of the weaker boys would just be shredded. You know what? I didn't get rid of my old gun for a reason. I wanted to make sure that what I was doing was not a terrible mistake. And while I don't think it was a terrible mistake, it wasn't a great choice either, it seems like. We're gonna start, yeah. I think it's hilarious that you can salvage, like, so you use 15 wood to make a plank and some sawdust, and then you can turn a plank back into 5 wood. And the same thing is kind of true over here. You get like a stone turns into 3, or the stone bricks turn into 3 stone. We'll put this over here. Got something over here making small popping noises. It's no good. Let's go see if I can't buy some Onyx Tears. Nope. You suck, mate. Hold on, how long until you reroll? 9 minutes? I can fuck around in here for 9 minutes, sure. God damn it. Gotta love those sentient hazards, mate. Blood Rain Betrayal. Is this the actual Betrayal track? It is. I probably wouldn't know that if it weren't for the fact that, well, I made a step chart for this that I have 0 chance in hell of passing probably ever. Yeah. It sounded like a good idea, and then I got it into the editor, and then I just went ahead and went along with it. It's like, yeah, this wasn't a good idea. You know what, like, I mean, I don't personally think that the skeletons are all that reliable. I think, like, the coolest thing about them really is that they're a really effective distraction. But, like, I don't know, man. Outside of that, like, there's definitely some combat scenarios where what I've noticed is that, like, particularly on bosses, right? On some of those bosses, my skeletons will get shredded fucking instantly. But then you've got situations like this where it's like, that was actually quite useful. I don't know. It's just fiber. Not to say that I'm uninterested in fiber, but fiber happens. I'm not, like, concerned about it. I probably should have, like, looked at my timer when it's like, oh, I only need to wait 9 minutes. Because, I'll be honest, I don't remember how many minutes ago that was. This is one of those areas that, like the Thunder Plains in Final Fantasy X, it would make you wonder, like, how does anybody live here? I wonder if I was to try to fly in this area, if I would just, like, immediately start catching lightning bolts. Wait, what? Okay. I must have done that on accident. The fact that when the Skellies die, I get a heal out of it is pretty nice too. I know it's only 1% though, but it is basically constantly happening. However, the format of that means that, like, some of the more powerful spells that this type can do, right, is like the Death Knight, for instance. Like, I can't really use that effectively because it's not a skeleton. I do not get a heal out of it. Plus the spell on the left button is a heal in and of itself. Like, it doesn't have to create a spawn or anything, it's just a straight up heal. Provided that it's hit something. How are we now?
Break it, you buy it.
I mean, I was correct that it was time to check again, but fucking hell. God damn it. Twat. How many batteries do I have right now? 2? Not enough to give a shit about. Yeah, that was almost instant. See how that group, like the whole group, just got fucking obliterated. fucking love it. It doesn't help much. I don't know. From what I understand, from what I've experienced, shock doesn't do all that much against like individual enemies, but sweet Jesus does it completely annihilate groups. I'm just about full. Alright, do I have anything that I don't need to have? I would say that. Bruh, that seems pretty spicy. What do I have that would be wise to, you know, okay. I have...
I must make room if I want to carry that. Let's see, so this one has increased elude duration by 20%, which probably isn't nearly as much as it sounds like it should be, but this has the increased damage by 24%. Otherwise, it's basically the same. Oh no, otherwise it literally is the same. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are full. Well, I'm real glad that shit about not being able to do that with resources in hand. I'm real glad that that's not true. Wait, so what? I'm trying to remember. What was it that I need? Ember glass. I don't have the ability to make that. So I suppose that, like, should be a priority, is to just focus on being able to make that. Alright, we're about to fight a number of nasties. But look at that, dude! See how fucking different it is? It's so good! Mate, the gap in effort right there is enormous. Okay, we're gonna deal with that in a second. You know, it's funny. I haven't played Final Fantasy XI in something like a few millennia, right? And yet, I still quite appreciate specifically, like, I don't know what it is about Sandoria that, like, I still, like, have a happy, like there's a pleasant connection that I have to this track, and I don't know why that would be. Like, sure, Sandoria was my place, but, like, come on. But like, you know, kingdom loyalty in a fictional setting, it's a bit weird. Especially since I'm usually not about that kind of mindset. Like, I had nothing against Windurst or Bastok. And it always felt weird to me to, like, run into players that did, though. Where they were like, oh, fuck Bastok, blur to blur to blur. They did bad things to Windurst in the past, and it's like, bro, it's a fictitious past. It is a digital location that means nothing. But I'm still about the Sandoria theme, I don't know. Okay, so we've got 6, 14, 18 looks like. Yeah. That might completely fill this backcourt. Well, no, it won't. Never mind, what am I thinking? Okay. Let's go shred some more skeletons with my delicious electrical attacks. Oh shit. Oh god, come on, dude. Remember when I said before that I really don't need much in the way of bones? Yeah. Because I don't. Anyways, so here's the thing. Oh, that's not the right box. What? Because I am about to do some one-on-one shit, I'm pretty sure I'm better off with this. Here's to hoping I'm not wrong. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna trust in my other gun. I'm just gonna trust in it. Right, so I'm gonna need to get some blood crystal, and like I went there, and like that's how I ended up with the bat form. Is I went there and I was explicitly there to farm blood crystal. Now, I have not had great luck out of drops from these dudes as of yet. Okay, yeah. Trust in this gun. That's incredibly unfortunate. Fuck. What? About to say, get out of here, dude. Okay, that bone spirit shit is lame, but okay, does that 2 spiraling projectiles, does that cause like double the skellies? Because that might actually make it totally worth it. And are they harder to aim? Oh no, the combination of shock and condemn really does seem fucking hot. Let's look at these again though. Consume static, that's always like 100% not worth it. Yahoy! This did cause twice the skellies, and that, in my opinion, made it worth it. Horrible sounds coming from my stupid, ugly face. Fuck. All right. You know what I just realized? Yeah, there you go. Alright, I think that's enough of this game for now. Now, usually I would do like, like a nice big stream chunk, but I'm quite hungry and I think I'm gonna do something about that. Well, I mean, I'm definitely gonna do something about that, but like, normally during streams I would just like hort down a snack of some kind as quickly as I could, but I think I want to eat like a proper meal. So we're going to... Man, fuck all of that. We're gonna... we're gonna go ahead and bounce out of here. And I'm going to, I'm gonna go offline. But I'm gonna come back preferably within the hour. What in the hell? Come on now. Anyways, preferably within the hour, I will be back, having eaten and feeling invigorated and ready to go, with probably some Neo 2. Anyways, I'll see you then. He just could not wait to get out of here. Like, man, I have already had it, deuces. That was great. I could not disagree with that more if I tried. Lady, what are you doing? What the fuck? This game is so haunted, bro.